Welcome to the making of a DM. Nick the Brave. Today's show is a special guest that you've never heard of from before. The winner of the 2 Super Bowl championship tickets that I gave out to this amazing young man. You're going to hear his story and, more importantly, how his story can make a massive impression on your life. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin Steele. I'm more Kevin Steele. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM, the making of a DM. Today I have a special guest. We have Nicholas the Brave here. What's up, Nicholas?
Nothing.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good, man. So we're sitting here in beautiful Parkland, Florida. Why are we sitting here? To do a podcast show, right?
To tell my story?
Yeah? You got a story to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff to share. Guys, what we want to do is we're going to have a conversation with Nicholas, kind of where he's at, kind of what's going on, his mindset, kind of where he's going and all this cool stuff. So, Nicholas, talk about your intro, like Nicholas the Brave. Why did they call you Nicholas the Brave?
In a cancer clinic, I wouldn't fight the nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the little kids screaming, and then if you do it positively, they like you better.
Yep.
And that's why I got the nickname.
Well, the cool story you told me about was with the quarters, right?
Yeah.
I always like the quarter story.
They're not quarters. They're like gold.
Oh, just a coin?
Yeah. And you would, after you got your vitals taken with the cuff temperature and the like thing, they would give you a coin, and I would always give it to the little kids, so they had 2
Nice.
coins.
And they can leave and they get, what do they get, like
Bouncy balls.
bouncy balls and stuff like
a
that?
little like dollar store.
Oh, that's-
Jackie's toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, Nicholas, talk about your story. And you're leaving, what was it, Panama City?
Yeah.
On vacation. This was what, 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So what was going on? What happened?
I love crabs, so we thought it was crab sickness, but we went to our local physicians and they gave me like shots, and my arm and nails didn't work for my migraine, and then we come back and they found cancer in the middle of my brain. You went like this and like this, it would be right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it was cancer, so we had to do chemo. And I had a adult dose of chemotherapy and then adult dose of radiation, and that didn't. It worked, and then I was good for a year or 2, and then it came back, and then I had more, but they did more chemotherapy for every day for a month, and then in the hospital for a month,
Right.
every 5 days. So there would be a week, and then chemo week, and a chemo week, and then it did for 5 weeks, and then that was it. But I had to stay in the hospital for that.
Oh, you had to stay the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But then I was stable for a year, and then then it came back again, and then that's the present day.
The present day, huh? And right now, your present day, you're on chemo right now.
Yeah.
Right. This is a little bit different, though. A little bit oral chemo now?
And I have mouth sores.
Yeah, from it?
Yeah.
It's pretty aggressive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it help you, though? Like, how do you feel with chemo? I've never had it, but just make you tired?
Both.
Yeah. Tired, make you feel grumpy and
Sick.
Sick feeling. Messes with your fingers and legs and all that. Nerves.
One chemo did. It's just not all chemo messes with your fingers.
Okay.
And legs and stuff. But this chemo just makes you think you're gonna throw up, but you do throw up, even though you don't have anything stuck in your stomach.
Right. Okay. So it's like a bunch of like weird liquid stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
So right now, what's your chemo schedule look like now?
2 pills. More like 10 pills, but like they're different pills.
Okay.
some are for pain, some are for like digestive, and sometimes some are for bathroom regimens.
Yep.
And then some are pain. I already said that, but when we go and the mouth sores I have right now, we had to stop a med, and now I'm just taking one med.
Right. So you're like the experimental guy, right?
Yeah.
That's why they like you as well in the hospital. They say if you can't handle it, no one can.
Yeah, but when I had my port,
Yep.
they would stick a needle in for my chemo, but I don't have any port no more.
Right.
But they tried like a trial thing on me, like one of the needle things. It wasn't very good. But
Didn't feel too good, huh?
no. It was like if you had like a razor blade that went like this and on a needle and you pulled it out and it pulled.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. So a lot of people are wondering how we met, right? Why are we sitting here talking on a podcast show about you and I? So what, about 2 weeks ago, it was about 2 weeks ago, right? We were doing a Super Bowl giveaway of 2 tickets to someone. And I did a whole promotion talking about, I want to find someone that's an amazing person that has something going on in their life that is insanely powerful, like, wild. It's like over the top, which your case is definitely amazingly over the top for such a young man. And we ended up picking you. But what I did a Facebook Live. A guy actually that lives in this complex knows Nick. Nick is the one that shot the video to me for you. And then I talked to Nick, I talked to you guys, and now we're sitting here 2 weeks later. Pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
So you went to the Super Bowl already?
Yeah.
You liked the Super Bowl? Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the Super Bowl?
When the Chiefs won.
That's it. And not only that, you were hanging out with that little celebrity kid. That was cool. He was out on the field right after you talked to him, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. You like the seats were good?
Yeah.
The food was good?
Yeah.
Yeah? I saw you on the Jumbotron throwing food at people, peanuts at people. No, it's just us. So that's how we met. Like everyone I talk to is typically a business owner, entrepreneur of some sort. And what I love about you and what you got going on in your life is your attitude in life, right?
Yeah.
It's so powerful. There's some guys that call me and gals and they think they have a lot going on in their life. And then I hear your story. I'm like, we have nothing going on. So you told me a good story. And you kind of started sharing it about the positive attitude of dealing with where you're at,
So,
right?
Cancer is not a bad thing if you go through it negative, because when you feel bad, you're saying, I give up.
Yep.
When you're negative, but when you're positive, you can strongly fight through it. And then when you're not, that's what I told my mom. It's negative makes you feel worse. Positive makes you feel better.
Yeah. It's literally as simple as that. But getting it in your brain to understand that, right? It's a big deal. Because you probably see a lot of kids that are negative, right? With it. How do they deal with it when they're negative? You kind of see them just kind of screaming and kicking.
No, they're just like down inside.
Yeah. How do you get up inside? How do you wake up and get positive and all that every day?
Because I wake up during the day.
Yeah, that's the battle, right? Just being able to wake up. So you got that attitude, but have you ever read any books and understand the positive and negative mindset?
No.
You just kind of figured it out that your mom and dad's helped you with that clearly.
Yeah.
Pretty cool people,
My dad stays up if I can't sleep, and he's my morning person, and my brother's nice to me now.
He's not hitting you in the head anymore?
No.
Wrestling around? No, I think what's cool about this is, it's so much, it's all mindset, how you see the world. It's not even that, how you see yourself, how you see others, and
But you
kind of your
still
challenges.
get pain.
Of course, yeah.
But better if you take it in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's like a bad day for you look like?
Stomach hurts.
Is that what it is? A lot of stomach pain?
Yeah.
So you just
For
lay there?
me, it was stomach pain, but like anything else, nauseous stuff and pain, tingling in your legs or pain. Yeah. If you hit something on your hand, it hurts.
Yeah.
If you're in my head, when my head was bald, it was sensitive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's a good day look like for you? So you get up, how's your sleeping and everything? Because you got a
Bad.
pretty crazy schedule, right?
Yeah.
So you don't sleep that much? No?
but when I can, I do.
Yeah, I know. Your mom was sending me some pictures of you passed out in the afternoon. That's good.
Yeah.
You got to get your rest anytime you can get to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Is it just because you're anxious and you got a lot of projects going on and you got a lot going on, or you just don't feel like sleeping?
Just don't feel like sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some days I'm up all night.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I can go to bed at like 8, and sometimes 10, and some like 12.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you when you're laying there and you can't go to sleep, are you thinking about, are you reading? Are you watching TV? Are you playing games? What do you do?
Play games.
Yeah.
On my iPad. I have this like iPad Pro thing, and then there's this when I bought it to the first time. Is that a TV? And I like to be positive because I always said God gave me cancer because a little one. I give my coins to the little ones because that's just off topic, but like God gave me cancer because the little one couldn't take it.
Yeah.
So that's why I have multiple cancers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, so what kind of cancer do you exactly have?
The first one, there's not really a name. I just have brain tumors now.
Okay.
But the first one was called a penoblastoma.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell it.
I was going to say, don't ask me.
But it would be, if you took a diagram like I showed you, it would be right in the middle.
Okay.
And that's on your pineal gland, which is the thing that produces melatonin.
Yep.
That's why I don't sleep.
Yep.
And it blocked my spinal fluid, so it massive headache, and we were coming home fine, and I would throw up every 20 minutes.
Right, in those bags, right?
Yeah.
Thank God they have those bags, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that was for trash. So God gave you cancer because the little kids couldn't handle it, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool outlook. So what's it like when you're at the hospital? Is there like a lot of kids in there hanging out with their
It's
parents or what?
It's like there's two wings of it. So when you're sick and can't be by people, there's like this closed door room and like a hospital. Like you go to like get a physical or something, and then there's another side where it's just like a curtain, and there's like a blue chair, and then a couple chairs, like a normal chair, and then there's a couple, and then they stick you if you have a port, and they stick you if you have IVs.
IVs.
Those suck.
Yeah. They don't feel good, right?
No. But sorry.
No, it's fine. So at the school, so when you go to the doctor's office or the hospital, are the parents in the waiting room waiting, or is this an all-day thing, or what's it look like?
They have to. The parents, they come with you. They're in the room with you. It would suck if you couldn't have parents there, but they come in, and then you get like, they tell how many meds you are taking, and if you still take that med, and if you need a refill on the med, or what the doctor says, or
You could probably be a doctor with all the stuff you know about this stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably too much stuff. You probably know too much.
I already have the Netter's like medical books.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You kind of learn what it does and what it means and all that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, on your side, what kind of goals? I mean, that's where you're at. You're 13. You'll be 14 June 23rd, right? Mm-hmm. Is that correct? You have any big plans for your birthday?
No.
Not yet? No? Maybe there could be something big one day in your plans for that, right? Mm-hmm. With what you're working on. What kind of goals and dreams do you have right now? What are you working on?
Chemo, puppy, canine.
Chemo, kitties.
And canines.
Yep. That's your website.
Yeah. And that's me. But the main idea was to go to a hospital and have like a sheet. They could pick a cat, dog, or a puppy.
Right.
And that's what, because I already have 4 dogs. So I don't need any more dogs. But I want more dogs. But I don't need any more. I had a dog I got for Christmas 2 years ago. And she knows I'm sick and helps me up the stairs.
That's cool.
And she'll wait for me to get up the stairs so she can go up the stairs. But they always need like a companion, not others than the parents or their brothers or their sisters.
Right. So it's kind of like an animal to give you relief and be there to support you and help you and all that, right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your buddy. If you're not sleeping, they're not sleeping. You kind of hang out with them, right? So you have the Chemo Kitties and Canines. That's going to be your website that people can click on and go and register and just kind of follow what you got going on. Also, people could follow you on Bumpy on Instagram, right?
Bumpy06.
Yep.
BUMPY.
_06. They can follow that on the show and see that and all that because you got a lot of cool stuff you're going to be sharing over there. What about your book? You're working on a book right now too, right?
Yeah. Like a guide through cancer.
Uh-huh.
What MRIs are like, what a port's like, and some... the needles are scary too.
Yeah, very scary, right? So, like, I'm still afraid of needles.
Some needles are like long. The first time I got my flu shot when I was in chemo, it was like that long.
Oh, wow. Where do they stick it?
In my arm.
Oh, really?
It's the same thing as a normal flu shot.
Okay.
It's just deeper.
Okay. Going straight to the source, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty wild. You're not afraid of that stuff anymore?
No.
It's like whatever?
Yeah.
You know, it's just going to be a pinch for a
I
second.
just got over IVs, so.
So in your book, you want to teach people about MRIs, about cancer. What else inside of the book?
How to deal with it.
Yeah.
Positiveness.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, right, you get cancer, you're either going to deal with it or not.
Yeah.
You know, and
you can't just. Some cancers are treated just. You don't have to do chemo. You can just go into like surgery and they can take it out.
Right.
But mine was
non-operable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be messing with that brain, right?
Yeah.
That's not good. So on your book, though, is it for the kids or for the parents?
Both.
Yeah.
And if you just want to read the book, you can.
Yeah.
But,
well, I can't read. I just need a lot of pictures. Can you put some pictures in there for me? All right, cool. So when you found out the day, take me back when you guys found out, because I'm sure it's for your mom and then was pretty crazy, huh? It was a very big day.
Because I've always been smarter than the average bear.
Yep.
So I knew what it was.
Okay.
So when the first time they wouldn't let me drink any water. They wouldn't let me eat anything.
Wow.
Because they didn't know what it was.
Okay.
So, and then they gave me like swabs.
Yep.
So I wouldn't dry out. Mm-hmm. But that was it.
Those ice swabs or whatever, right? You sucking on them?
Yeah.
Those are fun. But so you find out, and what's your brain think instantly? Like, okay, we got to figure out where's the solutions here.
Yeah.
You're very solution driven.
Yeah.
You know that, right? You know what that means?
No.
Well, you go for solutions. You think of the positive. I got to deal with it. Let's just solve it. Like, this needle. I'm going to get a needle. Just give it to me. I got to do it. It's a solution. It's going to give me the next step. Let's keep going, right? That's very positive thinking. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because some people are thinking. They never do it or they go negative. It's like, poor me. Pity party. You know what a pity party is? Mm-hmm. So they have a pity party. The problem with the pity party is no one brings gifts to pity parties, right? So for you have a very amazing outlook on life with where you're at. And, that's, your mom and dad and everyone around you pretty amazing support group around you. Huh?
It was like Christmas when that I would get like bunches of candy. And I still have candy.
Still.
But it's really old.
It's sugar. It won't expire. I'm sure you're good. So on your book, though, like I believe, because you and I have talked about this, I think your book's more for the parents than the children. Because it's coming from a child's perspective about cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a good thing. On your book, like when you're writing that book, are you thinking about the pieces? Or you like, how do you feel like when you're sitting there doing your chemo stuff? How do you think mom and dad feels? Are you thinking about that? Sad?
Not like sad.
But they shouldn't feel sad though, right? Because you're like, I got this. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first time when they find out, they cry. But
yeah.
My doctor always said, you're gonna cry, parents are gonna cry, brother's gonna cry, But after they found out and that's done, they don't really do. But the first time I struggled with eating.
Yep.
This time I can eat, but it's hard.
Yeah. Because the mouth sores?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you like the real yogurt, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't like the Greek yogurt, no?
No.
So no, I think the reason I'm bringing that up on your book, I think writing perspective, hey, mom and dad, I know you're sad, kind of what you're talking about, because it sounds like your doctor painted the picture of the process you're going to go through.
Yeah.
Discover we have cancer. Oh my gosh, this is a big deal. Boom, let's grieving moment. Now we have to go and let's get solution moment, right?
Yeah.
And that from your writing, so it's like, hey, I'm hanging out here. This isn't fun. I feel like crap, but mom and dad, I got this, right? It makes them feel good, makes you feel good, and everyone's moving forward.
All the nurses are pretty confident too.
They're confident?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In stuff, doing this stuff.
They better be. You don't want an unconfident nurse in there.
But there are some who needs more training.
Yeah.
But
You told me this. Yep.
but they're all good nurses.
That's awesome.
I always say they need after 10 years they need a reset,
Reassess, kind of redo.
do IVs and
They kind of
stuff.
get complacent. They get lazy on their job.
Yeah.
They're just grabbing you, sticking you, and going, right?
Yeah.
Instead of calm them down, relax, take it easy, huh? Maybe your book can have that. Talk to them about, hey, I'm a person over here. You probably should be a little gentler, huh? Mm-hmm. Be more gentle to me. What would you like to tell someone that's in business? I mean, obviously, it's all mindset driven, everything you're about. But in business, someone's because you're a businessman, with your books, your podcast shows. Because in business, you got to make money. You got to create solutions and solve problems for people. That's how you get paid, right? Mm-hmm. And what would you tell them? If they're struggling, maybe they're having, issues with their teams or businesses, just stay moving forward, right? Positive and moving forward.
You're, in the long run, everything's going to be okay.
Yep.
But if to go negative, it's a short long.
Yep.
So you'll be done.
Exactly. I love it.
But in the long run, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
If you're positive.
I agree. Because right now with the books and the websites and all that, that's legacy building. I wish I was legacy building at your age. You want to leave a big legacy in life, right? What do you want your legacy to be? Just kind of helping people?
Yeah.
You're a big helper.
Kids. I want to be an oncologist, which is a cancer doctor, like my doctor.
Yep.
But cancer is a long time.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to appointments when I'm 20.
Really?
And then, but I go to an adult doctor when I'm older than the Children's Mercy thing.
That's cool. So you already have the plan where you got to go because they have for the kids, the teenagers, and the adults, right?
But
so
the teenagers still go to Children's Mercy.
Oh, do they?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
But when you're over 20,
okay,
you go to
the adult side.
Uh-huh.
So your doctor sounds like he or she's been a very big influence in helping you navigate this process, right?
Yeah.
What's his name or her name?
He's a guy.
Okay.
His name's Kevin Ginn.
Uh-huh.
He's really funny. He always wears a bow tie.
Oh, does he?
And funny socks. I started that for him. Funny socks.
Oh, yeah?
I always have funny socks on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite funny socks?
They mixed it up. It was eggs and bacon.
Nice.
So it didn't look like a pear.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But I had some. We went to San Diego and we got these unicorn ones. And,
oh yeah.
Mom said, "I didn't know you would like those."
You like it all, right? Mm-hmm. There's no problem with that.
Why don't you tell them about the one chapter in your book about how you want to how to help kids, how they're going to treat you, how others are going to treat you.
They need to explain it more.
What's that?
Explain it more.
Explain what side? On the
you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel worse. You're gonna try to have to eat again.
Yep.
Try to learn how to eat again. That's how I did, but it was hard to eat because everything came the first time. Everything tasted like cardboard.
Yeah, for sure.
So it would be like eating cardboard all day, and then. But some things tasted different.
Oh yeah.
But.
And Nicholas, like when you lost your hair and people stared at you.
When you get stared at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing a pink hat.
Right.
And you're a cancer kid, it feels bad.
Right. It feels bad for you because you feel like they're looking at you and judging you and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like? So, like, if I saw you and I didn't know you, and you do have cancer and you have that hat on, how would you want someone to acknowledge you or say hi to you or
I'm not like a disability person.
Yeah.
Like, I have a disability, but it's not like I don't have an arm.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not trying to hate on the people who don't have arms.
Exactly.
It's not like I look some way that you have to look at me like that I'm a monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but when someone sees you, like, hey, what's up? Like, just treat you like anybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And don't baby me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is that okay? No. I don't like to be babied.
Exactly.
But I'm always the baby, so.
Well, that's your mom. She's babying you. You're her little baby, she said, right? No, I mean, listen, I think at the end of the day, it's a good insight because a lot of times people don't know how to look at someone and, that's different in their eyes. How do they treat them? Do they acknowledge it? Do they just stare and make comments? Or do they just come up and acknowledge you?
Or whispering.
Yeah, that's terrible, right? Because now you don't know what they're saying. Are they talking good or bad or negative, whatever, right? It's weird. Mm-hmm. So that if anything, you just want to come and say, hi, what's your name? Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Yeah.
Treat you like you said, like a real person. And don't baby Nicholas. I like to be babied, though. I wish someone would baby me. But so you got that going on. And then when the parent, I love the book. I'm excited for the book. I'm excited for the website. As you know, we're going to be working on all that.
I want it to be bigger.
Okay.
I don't have any topics to make it bigger.
Oh, we got lots of topics, my man. We got lots of topics. What to do when we're not sleeping.
Yeah.
What do you do to fill your time? What to do when we first found out we have cancer. What to do when, like we're talking about, like when kids are staring at you. What to do. There's so many topics. I don't think topics is our problem. I think getting clear, because you're just going through it, right? You're just you're in the moment. You're in it. Do you keep a journal?
No.
No? Have you thought about that?
No.
Just like on your notes section in your phone or on your iPad, just like if you're feeling weird, so what I do, I just write notes, just like 15-word notes, like, I have a terrible day going on, but I got to stay positive, just what's going on in life. It's just micro clips, but it's good for you because that would help you for your book. That's how I write my books. I might have a story that, and if I keep seeing it come up, that's probably a chapter I should talk about, not to the world, but to myself, because we have to deal with it. We got to push forward. And then that would become a chapter in one of my books in the future, and then it just keeps revolving. And the more you do that, the more you learn. Like I usually write something 2 or 3 times a day, and I might look at it today. I might never look at it. Right. But at least I get it out of the brain and put it on paper, if you will. I'd probably help you a little bit there. Just like your podcast show. You ever think about doing a podcast show by yourself? No?
I don't have a YouTube channel. And when I'm alone, I have stage fright. So I can never do it by myself.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't do talking to you.
Sure.
But
you're doing awesome. You're great at it.
Yeah.
I think what would be cool is, what if you had a little YouTube channel, not little, a big YouTube channel, and you could turn it into a podcast show as well, where you're interviewing other kids with cancer that you hang out with, interviewing your doctors, your nurses. I picture your podcast show or YouTube channel called Nicholas the Brave.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool, kids are wearing them.
I don't know how to start one. Yeah, you need millions of dollars to start one.
Yeah?
But there's always a small YouTube channel no one cares about.
We only need Mom to care about it. That's how it starts. I care about it, so you got 2 fans already. I'm sure your dad, your uncles, your cousins, everyone cares about it. Mm-hmm. You can't worry about the big stuff. You got to worry about the little stuff, because the little stuff equals big stuff overall. Mm-hmm. How much do you think it costs to set up a podcast show?
Maybe $2,000
Yeah.
because you have to buy the YouTube thing, and
Okay.
you still make money on that. But I don't know how to make one.
Okay. Well, we'll show you. You know, clearly we're shooting videos for YouTube and podcast. And my buddy runs a great show called The Podcast Factory. He's the guy that produces my podcast shows. So what I'll do is I'll make sure I hook you up with him and pay for that and all that and get that taken care of. Get your own podcast show. We'll get you the equipment. We'll get you whatever you want, whatever you need. You know, as long as you're in there hanging out and doing the right, you know, making a cool podcast show. Maybe get some dogs running around in the background and all that. But I think it'd be really cool. I'll hook up. So we have the website, we have the book piece, we have a podcast show. What else you want to do?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? Just keep moving forward?
Just get the word out there.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you want to get out there? The word out there, meaning, you know.
People with cancer.
Yeah.
It's not contagious.
Yeah, exactly. It's not contagious. That's funny. That's real though, right? Because people think it's contagious, huh? That's wild. So on your show, who would you have on your show? Who would be your first guest?
You.
Oh yeah? That'd be awesome, man. I'd love to be your first guest. Where are we going to do it at? Who knows? We'll figure it out. It sounds like your doctor would be an amazing guest on your show.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's a very amazing
always
person.
Busy.
Well, I'm sure he is. He's helping a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Just like you. You're really, you know, your show, I always talk in my world one to many. How do you talk for an hour like we're doing, and it goes out to many people in the world for the rest of our life? So a lot of times the problem with the doctor, they work really hard one-to-one. That's why he's busy, because he only has so much time in the day, right? And he's got to sit down with you. That's what makes him a great doctor.
I gave my doctor. So I love Converse, and we met him at the KC Art Fair.
Okay.
And I love Converse. So it was this iguana and a Converse shoe, and he lived in the Converse shoe, and he still has it up.
Oh yeah,
Drawing.
that's cool. Because you like art, right? Who's your favorite artist?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah.
I don't have anything on right now,
Right.
but I have a bag of his.
Yep.
Yeah.
The computer bag, right? I saw. That's cool. Vincent Van Gogh. But I think, you know, your voice could be heard by many people. You're making a massive impact. Even if you don't make an impact, you made an impact in my life. You know, so you got so much to share to the world. You know, it's pretty cool, right? It's wild, man. You're so young. I wish I was in your shoes at this age. You got a great advantage.
I want to get a tattoo on my porch car.
Yeah.
Of a cancer ribbon.
Okay.
A yellow one. That's because that recognizes kids' cancer, like my age cancer, and like down to the age.
That's cool, man. How old do you have to be before you get tattoos?
I have to be out of college.
Oh yeah. Your mom might say you might have to be 50 before you get a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos yet, and I'm too afraid to. I used to do piercings, ear piercings, you know. But other than that, I was too afraid to get a tattoo because it's permanent. But that's a pretty cool tattoo out there. Because you already have a tattoo, it's just a scar.
Oh, I do.
That's your tattoo?
I have 3.
Oh yeah? 3 little dots?
Tell them why, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Right, they line me up.
They're what?
Line.
Oh, that's how you line me up?
Radiation.
Oh, wow. So they have 3 dots to put you on the line, and that's how they know?
It's one down here, too.
All the way down. Wow.
Then one by my
Yep.
clavicle bone.
Wow. Well, man, you're an amazing person. You got a lot of cool stuff to share. I want to help any way I can for sure. You know, I know, keep going. I think another thing too is what's cool about what you've done. You may not even know it. Is all these people that you come in your life, like Nick. That's how I met you. Like it seems like they're like inspiration of hopes to you. You're making them excited. That you're getting people rooting for you, and that actually helps make things better too, right? Instead of if you were negative, you'd be hiding out in your room, not talking to anybody. Poor me, poor me, poor me, and then that's just never going to end well at all. Now you're just out. You're positive. You're tired. You know, but you're still moving, right? Anything else to say, buddy?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You have a good time?
Yeah.
What are you doing next? Oh, we haven't even told them where you're going next. After you leave the house. Disney World. Disney World. Lands in West Coast, right? I don't know. I think so. Disney World for the next 3 days, right? Monday to Thursday. What do you want to do out there?
Buy stuff.
What are you going to buy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Socks. Funny socks.
Funny socks.
Because we went with like Make-A-Wish. Not like Make-A-Wish, but they gave us like $10,000 to spend or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember and they gave us a couple after I met Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, cool.
So
That was cool. You like cooking, right? Mm-hmm. That's cool. What's your favorite thing you cook?
I like to cook those easy bake things.
Oh, yeah? Those are good, right? Those are good. Those will get you in trouble. There's a lot of calories in those things for me. I'm too old to eat that. At your age, eat everything. At one point, you lost a lot of weight, though, too, right?
Mm-hmm. I was skinny.
Yeah. So you were what? And you lost what? What size were you? And then you lost how much weight?
I was like 200 pounds.
You were?
No.
No.
130.
130 pounds?
Then you went down to 70.
And you went down to 70 pounds. And that was what, probably 11 or 12 years old?
11.
11 years old. Wow, man. You're feeling good now. You look good, healthy. You ready to jump in the ring and take on someone, right? Take on life. That's pretty cool, man. Well, I appreciate you being here. So you guys could follow him at Bumpy_06 on his Instagram, as well as Chemo, Kitties, and Canines, right? Anything else to say, guys? Just follow him, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, Nicholas. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans here. I'm deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.